So Misfits 14 has finally been
This is a
announced.
jam-packed card, guys. The one I'm most excited for is Ryan Taylor versus Mist. Like, I actually know the backstory of this beef, and it's been going on for a very long time. Like, this is going to be a war. Like, this fight is going to be very entertaining for people who know the backstory of the beef between Mist and Ryan Taylor. If you don't, do some research on it. Even Mams touched on it in the Twitter space. Just do some research and trust me, you'll be excited for this fight. But we've got Tempo Arts versus Ben Knights, Argentinian King versus Mills of Max, King Kenny versus Adam Brooks, Mist versus Ryan Taylor, Julie Poker versus Barbie, Salt Pappy versus Ferrari. I haven't heard of that guy, and I also haven't heard of Argentinian King. Those are the two people on this card that I've never come across or heard of. The Twitter space that took place today where Mams Taylor spoke out about Salt Pappy's opponent, because he's actually Polish, so a lot of us American or English people, like, we wouldn't know who he is, but apparently he's really big in Poland.
Very hungry for that title, and he's like, feed me anybody. So fighting an MMA fighter with a winning record, this guy's tough. He's been on Polish pay-per-views which have sold 500,000 plus pay-per-views. And look at his Instagram and you see his engagement. So it might not be familiar with some of our scene, but that's what our scene is about, introducing new characters that have other things going on. And
But the Ferrari guy, where did you find Armadia's Ferrari?
I've been speaking to him for a while, and I was working on doing a match between him and AT. But I wanted Salt to have his opportunity to shine.
Really excited to see King Kenny back in the ring, and this Mist versus Ryan Taylor, guys, I can't stress enough. Like, this is the one I'm looking forward to the most. I can't lie. Like, this is gonna be good. Especially, like, the promo, the press conferences. Like, I'm looking forward to all of it.
So, let's carry on waiting for the next ones. But this card, can I say, I tweeted it, I pinned it. Mist versus Ryan Taylor. Please, everyone in the call, go and do your research. I don't think you understand. When I say Mams cooks, I ain't dick riding. This is real life. I can't believe what I'm seeing, bro. This is meant,
bro. Do you know what's crazy is you get it because you're in the music industry, yeah.
bro.
Everyone in the UK,
I know Miss personally.
yeah.
So when that whole Ryan Taylor Miss thing happened, fresh, I knew about it, and I've known about this for time. So, like, even my manager messaged me, bro. He said, "Bro, have you seen it?" I said, "Bro, I've fucking seen it. This is going to be," and I've said it. It's going to be a death match. This card, from beginning to, I don't even know if you've seen your text message. I literally text you. I said, "You see Max as well." I can't believe he's done it. I've literally seen with my own eyes. I don't even know when we followed each other, but I've seen his whole Road to Misfits posts and series, and I'm so gassed.
Mams Taylor in the Twitter space also spoke about Slim, and he also put out a tweet about him. Because I can't lie, I miss Slim. Like, I feel like we haven't seen him on Misfits or in the ring in such a long time, and he's very entertaining. He's one of the biggest ones in the influencer boxing space within Misfits. Not saying he's a big influencer, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, we look forward to seeing Slim fight, so I want to know when he's fighting next. But Mams said, "Guys, I see a lot of people saying Slim deserves a main event. I agree. Slim has been offered at least 3 to 4 main event slots, but timing has not worked for him. He is the champ and he will be given that time, that shine soon, no doubt."
I actually really wanted a rematch between him and Slim, but I think Salt hasn't earned that rematch, to be fair to Slim. And I wanted to give Salt an opportunity to try and earn that rematch.
I made a video about Deji, like, I think last week, about whether Deji's going to be back and we haven't seen him and what's going on. Is he going to come back to influencer boxing? And someone asked Mams in this Twitter space about Deji, and Mams confirms that Deji will be back this year.
That's a good question. Deji, he has my talks with him. He's definitely very interested in coming back this year. So I'm feeling very optimistic about that.
Another thing I found interesting that Mam said in this Twitter space is that a lot of like people, big celebrities, are reaching out to them to be on Misfits. And he also speaks about the narrative that people who fight on Misfits are trying to revive their career, or they're looked at as people who have fallen off.
Finals to happen on the same card.
Okay, perfect. And also, is the next not 14, is 15 pay-per-view?
No,
Okay, thank you.
16 is supposed to be pay-per-view.
Wow, that's amazing.
And something I should tell you guys without I can tease it a little bit. There are so many, I'm talking massive names outside of our space that I'm in talks with right now. Um, you know, from footballers to rappers to TV stars, and we're getting genuinely just hit up by more and more people who really want to box. And the cool thing is, I don't think because of the numbers we're doing and everything else, they're no longer seeing this as white collar boxing where it's kind of like a celebrity Big Brother thing where you go there when you're close to retirement and you want to revive your career for another few months and get a check or something. It's not that. It's actually, it helps boost your numbers across the board everywhere, whatever you're doing. If you're doing music, it will help your music sales. If you're doing TV, you're going to get more attention. So it expands your fan base, and it's become an exciting thing. It's not somewhere where your near death career, and you're trying to revive it. It's more like let me accentuate whatever's going on, and to have a genuine interest in boxing. So
True, by the way. Like when I'm talking to people about Misfits and we see who's fighting on there, especially the rappers get it the most. Like I can say Double L's, for example, when he was supposed to be fighting on Misfits. I don't know what happened with that. But people look at those type of rappers who then go on Misfits like, oh, you've fallen off. And that's not the narrative that I think Misfits should have. They shouldn't be looked at as a place where fallen off rappers, fallen off influencers go. It should be influencers who are popping. And yes, obviously you can do Misfits and do boxing to get a bit more clout, because it will get you clout, and like it's a business exchange at the end of the day. But you shouldn't have been a completely fallen off nobody trying to revive your career off Misfits. Like Misfits shouldn't be looked at as that type of thing. Sandy in the space asked a good question because I wanted to know more about Gib and what's going on with him.
Ma'am, speaking about the Kingpin and the fights that were on there, has there been any talks with Anderson Gibb lately or anything like that?
no, nothing recently. But let's see what happens. I think he was on holiday, and I'm pretty sure at some point, he's a really good boxer. He dedicated a lot of time to boxing. So let's see. I think it'd be interesting to see him back, of course.
Hams basically confirms that there's been no communication with Gib recently, which is kind of annoying because I want to see Gib. Like, he's one of the OGs, and yes, I get it. Like, he may not be the biggest influencer, he may not have a lot of pull, but he's fun to watch. And it's just nice to watch an OG fight now, especially because Gib has improved so much and he's with Leon. Like, I really want to see Gib fight. I don't know, I feel like there's this thing of, I'm just assuming that there's this thing of like money, because Gib got paid so much for Kingpin, and he got the bag, by the way. He's one of the ones that got paid. I know Misfits, I feel like Misfits would not be willing to pay what Kingpin paid. So it's like, I don't think that they would come to an agreement. Like, because once you've been paid that much, you're not going to want to get paid less. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave the link to the full Twitter space down below. They talked about so much more, so make sure you guys go and listen to it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.